Hi everybody, it's Oren from Awesome Shot Studios. Have you ever wondered what's the best microphone to use in an indoor interview situation? Well, stay tuned and you'll find out. Welcome back everybody. I wanted to do a quick demonstration today of a few different types of microphones because I get asked the question quite often, what's the best microphone to use for these types of interviews where you're sitting in a room such as this, in a typical house or in a small office, and you have a bit of a live environment, which means you've got a little bit of reverb going. So I'm in a room that's facing a couple of windows, I've got hard surfaces, no carpet, but I do have a few diffusion panels, so it's not terribly echoey, but it's pretty typical of what you might find in a furnished room in a house or in a small office, if it has some chairs and tables and a combination of hard and soft surfaces like acoustic ceiling. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over a few different microphones, and hopefully with the help of some headphones, you'll be able to determine which one sounds best to you. So let's talk about the microphones and the rig we've got going on right now. So we've got quite a rig going today with 4 overhead microphones, and we've got 2 microphones that I'm wearing, and there'll be 1 microphone on camera, more as a reference microphone than anything else. So let me introduce you to the microphones you'll be listening to today. In the overhead rig, we've got 4 microphones. The first is an MXL 603S. The second one is a more traditional shotgun microphone, the Audio-Technica AT897. The third one is a handheld dynamic microphone. It's the Sennheiser MD46, typically used as an interview microphone. And then finally, for comparison's sake, we have the Zoom H1, and that's the only one recording in stereo. So 3 of these microphones require either 48 volt phantom power or internal power. You've got the MXL, the Audio-Technica shotgun microphone, and the Zoom H1 all require some sort of power, whereas the Sennheiser MD46 is a dynamic mic and it doesn't require external power. However, it doesn't pick up sound from as far as the powered microphones due to its design. So it's probably not ideal for overhead booming situations, but you'll be able to hear that hopefully. Now on me, I'm wearing 2 additional microphones. The first one is an Audio-Technica AT899 lavalier clip-on mic. And right next to it, I've got a VP10, which is an Olympus pen recorder. It's very easy to operate, but it's auto level only, so you don't have many adjustments with it. And the bitrate isn't ideal for good quality recordings. It's a good emergency mic. On the camera, which is about 5 feet away from me, we've got a reference microphone, the Sennheiser MKE400, which is a small, inexpensive, shotgun-style microphone that you'd put on top of a hot shoe on many of these cameras for run-and-gun situations. I typically wouldn't use it in an interview, except for scratch sound, and you'll hear the difference quite clearly when you listen to that track. What I'll do is read each segment twice, the first time being on axis to the microphone, which means the microphone's pointing towards my chin and my chest right now. I'm on axis to the sound. If my mouth is turned away from them, you'll hear a difference in each microphone, depending on their sensitivity and their pickup pattern. So I'll read the paragraph twice. First one on axis, second one off axis. There are a few basic types of microphone used for film and video production. Condenser microphones are used extensively. They are often quite sensitive and some are expensive. Condenser mics use a capacitor circuit to generate electricity from sound, and they need power supplied to them to work. There are a few basic types of microphone used for film and video production. Condenser microphones are used extensively. They are often quite sensitive and some are expensive. Condenser mics use a capacitor circuit to generate electricity from sound, and they need power supplied to them to work. Let me read that same paragraph off axis. There are a few basic types of microphones used for film and video production. Condenser microphones are used extensively. They are often quite sensitive, and some are expensive. Condenser mics use a capacitor circuit to generate electricity from sound, and they need a power supplied to them in order to work. There are a few basic types of microphones used for film and video production. Condenser microphones are used extensively. They are often quite sensitive, and some are expensive. Condenser mics use a capacitor circuit to generate electricity from sound, and they need a power supplied to them in order to work. The way I have the shot arranged right now is kind of wide so you could see the microphones and the rig overhead. Normally, in an interview situation, I'd have the shot tight enough where the boom would be just out of frame. If you've got a particularly wide shot and you don't want to see the overhead rigs, you might have to resort to using a hidden lavalier mic. However, in a future video, I can show you a way to digitally remove a boom from a wide shot on a lockdown camera. Use the comment section below to tell me which was your favorite microphone, or which microphone that you prefer using in your interview situations. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do.